What's up guys, MainManSWE here, hoping you're all doing awesome as always, and today we're gonna talk Virtua Fighter, a game that was remastered a couple of months ago. Huge release, let's go hype, esports! And then 2 days later, I checked the Virtua Fighter 5 category on Twitch, 1 viewer. 1 week later, 2 viewers. He was watching his own stream on his smartphone. It's a very sad. I really want the best for Virtua Fighter. I really do. But the problem is no one gives the game a chance because it looks like a hobo that was run over by a bull, a large car or a big motorcycle. It's like underneath the ugly facade, you have one of the best fighting games ever made. So polished, so balanced, enormous amounts of substance. And the characters all have very defined identities with strengths and weaknesses. But no casual player out there gives a fuck because the game is so unappealing. Its face is so ugly that everyone says, I don't care what's on the inside, stay away from me. It's so sad. It's so sad. And you remaster the game and you don't update the sound effects, you don't update the animations, you don't do cool redesigns of the characters. I mean, it's just making the same mistake over and over. And Virtua Fighter players get really angry with me when I point this out. But to me, it's like, I say this because I'm a fan of the game. I feel like you guys are holding the game back when you don't voice these opinions. That's all I hear from casual players. Now, I'm not going to try this game because it sounds goofy. Plunk, plunk, haha, plunk, clink, clunk, clunk, plunk. Sound effects from 1991. Yeah, I really wish they would really polish the game. I really do. And so we're gonna watch the Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown Tekken 7 collaboration pack. Oh, they're still doing something with Tekken. Cool. And that's the first time I've seen use of alcohol as a restriction here, or as a warning. Get back in the fight. I mean, bless their hearts for still making content. All right. We've seen this one before. That looks sick though. That looks great. And then it just looks off. I don't know. As soon as you're in game, it's like, man, his lips are fucking huge. Oh, Brian! Wow, he actually looks great. Oh, Lily Asuka. Oh my god, Armor King, Marduk, wow, Paul. Wow, this is way more extensive than I thought. God damn, they put some work in. So that's Wolf as Armor King, I guess. Is that Lei dying from AIDS? Mantis style. What is Lee doing with his lips? He looks tired as fuck. He looks fucking tired. He's been hunting Kazuya for 20 years now. Can't find him.
Let's see if you can walk the walk. All I'll show you what combat's all about. Show you what
Are those frying pans she's hitting together there?
I'll show you what combat's all about.
Eddie is dying. Harada called the guys at Virtua Fight. It was like, in Tekken 8, Eddie is suffering from a horrible genetic disease. He's slowly dying, and he fell on top of a radioactive rock as well. So, you know, he has 2 weeks to live. And we're like, oh, we got it. We're going to update. We got it. And that's the result, I think. And Claudio... Zlatan Ibrahimovic? Vic? Brian looks great, though. I love... Brian looks great. King looks fucking great. I mean, they definitely got the asset from Bandai Namco, because he looks exactly correct. Okay. Where did Jin's chin go? Has anyone seen Jin's chin? Check the lost and found, please. Asuka looks great. Ooh. That looks sick, though. Jeffrey as Marduk is great, and I think that was Wolf, right? As yeah, Wolf is Armor King. I mean, this looks great, absolutely great. Oh, are we gonna have music from Tekken 7 as well? Oh man, couldn't we have picked a character that's just a little bit more like Jin? It's like, what the fuck is this? 15-year-old Joel. God, it's like... It's, you know, it's one of the reasons why Tekken just overtook Virtua Fighter so quickly. It's just the character design of Tekken is just so far superior. And in my opinion, Tekken characters aren't like unbelievably greatly designed. It's not like masterpieces in concepts, you know, but it's so far ahead of Virtua Fighter, man. It's so far ahead of Virtua Fighter. And it's like, you know, technically, Virtua Fighter is just an amazing fighting game, but they never fucking nailed the presentation. They just never did. Name a Virtua Fighter character. Go to Evo and go up to people there who are really into fighting games and say, name 5 Virtua Fighter characters. And they'll go, Akira. And then they'll probably stop. And Mazol, I'm gonna stop you right there. Thank you. That's a thick goddamn neck on Kazuya. Holy shit. It almost matches his jaw. $19 Tekken 7 character costumes. 20. Oh, they are adding the Tekken 7 soundtrack. Tekken 7 Battle UI, Tekken 7 collaboration titles. That's so cool. That is so cool. But it's also sad in a way. It's a bit sad in a way, you know, how Tekken has been doing so well. Virtua Fighter died. Tekken killed Virtua Fighter. And then Virtua Fighter comes back and it says, yeah, now fuck it. Let's just become Tekken. Oh, but you know, it's really cool. I like it. Oh, no Steve, I guess? Harada loves Virtua Fighter. Of course he does. The first Tekken game, before Harada was involved, was made by, it was produced and directed, I think, by a Virtua Fighter designer. Virtua Fighter came first, you know, and a Virtua Fighter designer made Tekken 1. You know, all of the cool mechanics you've seen in Tekken, introducing sidestep, introducing backdash, introducing tech roll, introducing throw breaks, introducing bounds. Do you know who was first? Virtua Fighter. Walls. Virtua Fighter 3. Tekken has just constantly just copied Virtua Fighter. They would always drop new features and the Tekken team would go, oh, that's genius, let's add it. That's what it's looked like. But the problem was always, you know, the Tekken team knew that to get the mainstream audience on board, we need appealing visuals. Game needs to look good. Game needs to be charming, pleasing to look at, cool sound effects. We need cool, funny 10-second CG endings to add some personality to these characters. That team never got that. They always just looked at the gameplay and like, let's tweak this, fine-tune this. And they're like rocket scientists. They're doing such a good job with the gameplay, but if a painting is not beautiful to look at, no one cares what the abstract meaning is. Everyone just bolts away. This is really cool. Again, I shit on Virtua Fighter because I love it. You know, I wish the game would make it, but they just keep re-releasing the same game with the same problems over and over to the same result. It just bombs. It bombs at the box office. What is that? I think it's a saying, a quote attributed to Einstein. I don't know if it is Einstein, but you know, doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results, that's the definition of insanity. Somewhere along those lines is how the quote goes. And look no further than Virtua Fighter and Sega with this game. Just always releasing the same thing. It fails. Again, fail. Again, fail. And it's like, it's due to the presentation, guys. The gameplay is great, but fix the presentation. But they never do. Let's use the same sound effects we used in Virtua Fighter 1. Because they're iconic. Yeah, they are iconic to your Japanese player base of 175 people. They love that. Yeah, it's legacy, it's classic. That's what people tell me. You know, it's iconic. Yeah, but that was 30 years ago, right? Maybe update for the modern times? That's what Tekken 7 did. Tag 2 bombed horribly. And they were like, what do we do? Okay, esports is a big thing. The game must be pleasing to look at for people who maybe don't play fighting games even, or don't play Tekken. Okay, skip our own engine. Let's go Unreal Engine 4. Looks great immediately. Very dynamic. Add some post-processing effects and filters. Rage drives, a blue cool effect. Background goes black and white. People love supers. Rage arts. The spark effects are now explosions with sparks every time. What can we more do? People love Matrix. Slow-mo. End of round. Slow-mo effect. They knew exactly what they were doing. Even Tekken, who's always had a polished presentation, was on the way out with Tag 2. And Tekken 6 was kind of lackluster visually. So with Tekken 7, they modernized the product. They failed in many other aspects, like no servers, no rollback netcode, we have stability problems, no anti-cheat. But damn it, they nailed the presentation. And that's something you can never say with these guys. It's like they just... It just really annoys me. And I say that as a fan of Virtua Fighter, right? I want the game to do well. But for the game to do well, you have to first acknowledge what the problems are, right? And it's very telling, you know, when I streamed this game for a little bit and my friend Chris Crane, he's like, I'm willing to try a new fighting game, but then he just watches the game for 20 seconds on my stream and he's like, no, I'm not gonna try this. It looks goofy. Animations look goofy. The sound effects sound dumb. And I'm sitting there like, well, I can only agree to what you're saying. And it's too bad because it's a great game. But hope you enjoyed this video. Again, this is really cool. I hope Virtua Fighter finds an audience. Yeah, and thank you all for listening to me. Take care.